Okay, here's another police call, and Clarence is calling to try to help a situation and defuse it. And
Yeah, so there was a dangerous situation that happened, and I took a couple of guns, stolen guns from an individual. And I knew that if these individuals had these guns, that someone was going to either get hurt or they was going to end up going to prison.
Right.
Or both.
right.
Right? So I get the guns, I go home, and I called the police and explained to the police, I have 2 stolen guns and I need to turn them in. So the police comes out and gives me a series of questions, and he's inside my home, and he runs a 50 on me. I'm turning in the guns, and I had explained to the officer respectfully, I wouldn't call you if I had warrants or anything. So he runs a 50 on me, and comes back in, and he told us, like, yeah, the guns are stolen. He gave us the name of the person who owned the guns, and he accused me of being paranoid. And so I wanted to say, I'm not even going to say what I wanted to say, but I wanted to defend myself respectfully and make a comment, which I don't know if he would have understood, but it's like, you're in my house, I'm trying to turn in stolen guns, and you're running a 50 on me. So again, it's those type of miscommunications where both sides kind of miss it. You know?
Sure. So you're taking a risk, because this is a person that's dangerous that owns these guns. You go out of your way to take a risk and say, I got to do the right thing to save actually a family member of yours that could be in an altercation. It could be a shooting. Yeah. And so you're like, I'm taking a risk. Sigh of relief. Here's these guns. Thank you, officer. Collect them. And all of a sudden, coming after you as you're guilty. Yeah. And so what are you thinking in the future? If I want to go help somebody, I'm like, should I call the police?
Right. And you see that. You see that in certain communities. It's like, we're not calling the police.
So again, we want to say, yes, these are some negative stories, and we do know there's some fantastic positive ones. Tell me real quick, real fast about James. The experience you had with the law enforcement.
So this was actually, I was 26 years old, and I was working at a company third shift, and a guy came in and robbed us. He robbed us. James was the third shift officer, and he was patrolling the aisles. And actually, me and James ended up being real good friends. So I did the code, code something, letting him know. He runs up front of the store, and I told him, like, we just got robbed. I watched James. We was the same age. I watched James turn from James to literally a hero. And that's where I think, again, there's miscommunication. I understand and I respect it that when we're running away from trouble, they're running to it. Yeah. So there is a respect there. Yeah. There really is a respect. There's a genuine respect. So James caught him. I had to testify against him, and I wish I could find James, but James changed my perspective on how I looked at cops. I think that may have been the first time that I was actually ever actually helped by a cop. But yeah, he caught him, man. Came back, and like when I remember thanking him when he came back, and I watched tears in his eyes. But it was like it just happened so fast, and I watched him turn into hero mode. So much respect, man. We just want to find a fine medium.
So I think we should critique things, no doubt. But we want to say to those that are already doing a fabulous job, you lay your lives on the line. Yes. We salute you, and you're awesome. So trying to balance this out, this isn't all bad news, but we need to bring up some of these things, and we want to correct it and make things safer, better, in a better world.